Hey, strong people, Beck here. On my way to go for a hike with my dog, Domino. I don't know if he'll pop up back there at some point. And I thought it'd be fitting to something that I've noticed, I've changed, talked a bit about on the Strong Talk podcast. Are you listening? If you are, if you ain't, you should. And if you are, you should leave a 5-star rating and review. And subscribe on YouTube or iTunes or wherever you listen to it. Anyways, what I feel is the most neglected thing from most strongman or strength athletes training. I'm gonna shut that. You see all that bulldog drool? It's insane. Is a little bit of conditioning. And when I get asked this question, or I see it posed in like the Certain Strongman Facebook group, etc., and just how I was a couple years ago, I realize how off base people are when they bring up conditioning. Like when people say, hey, what do you do for cardio or conditioning? How off base they are, because they say to do, like, just do a bunch of farmer's walks. You're already doing that, and if you aren't, you should. Oh, just do faster yokes. Probably already doing that. That doesn't count like as your conditioning. You're already doing it, and you do a lot of that. But what don't you do? I'm going to give a little story, make this even more long-winded than it should be, because I could just tell you just to do some actual steady state cardio maybe 3 times a week. Could be as simple as going for a walk, and you could just turn this video off because that's boring. Why would you keep listening to that? I mean, I'm driving around in my truck, my dirty old truck, trying to talk to you about doing cardio before I go on a hike on a Monday. But so when I had a real job working for the man or a company, I worked in agriculture. It's fitting as I drive past all these farm fields right now, and it changed. My job description changed, and it involved testing different things in fields. So I had to walk fields all day and get samples of soil and lettuce or whatever the hell it was, or test if this yield against this, all this. Anyways, point is, I was walking a lot. I was on my feet. I was going around. Then when I got fired from said job, I was training for the Arnold in 2014, and then I was just like, I got all this free time to train, and I did, and I trained, and I lifted heavy. But now, like, I was on my computer, trying to get the Starting Strongman thing off the ground, whatever the hell that was going to end up being, and I didn't walk anymore. I didn't do any of that, just kind of steady state cardio where I'm, out in the sun and getting my heart rate up a little bit, not a lot, and so my overall activity went down a ton, and I just felt gassed doing events. So if you want some more information on the one thing that everyone should be doing is just doing some walks or some light conditioning. I think you should go outside. Most people, if you have kids, go play with them. If you have a dog, take them for a walk. Do it all at the same time. There's no reason to just sit on a machine, weather permitting, and waste away your time doing it. I do a little bit in the morning just to kind of wake up and get in good habits, and so you could just watch Narcos season 3 like I do. But find something you find enjoyable that raises your heart rate, where it's not at a super elevated rate, because we already do a ton of that. Our training's already pretty our training is already pretty taxing, and if anything, it's just going to help you recover between events. There's Domino back there. Hey, buddy. We're stopped at the post office to ship out grip shirts. It's already so taxing, and it's like a high intensity, that some high intensity cardio is good, but just a leisurely level of general physical activity is what you're really going to benefit in your strongman or your strength training, and just your general overall health too. What it's going to do, it's going to help you recover in between events. It's going to raise your baseline conditioning up so that you can handle more of the hard, heavy training volume. It's going to make it so when you get to the stones at the end of, or whatever the hell, the last event in a long day where you've been out in the sun, is, you know, in your strongman contest, where you still feel fresh and you're not drained going into that. So just do that, and it's going to help your overall general health, and it's good for your mental state as well, just to do something that's not really, you know, it's not too strenuous, but it's still physical. When a lot of us, how we go from a desk job or something to like deadlifting heavy triples, and there's like no in between. It's good to have a little bit in between. So just get outside, move around, and you'll be surprised how helpful it is in your training and your life.